Hi sir. Good evening sir. Yeah. Yeah, I'm working on it, sir. Yeah, I'll finish it by 9. Yes. Yes, sure. I'm tired. I'm done.
Hey, Leo, what happened? All okay?
No.
What happened?
I'm on it since the morning. It's not completed. I have to submit by tonight.
Oh, you gotta relax, man. Do you wanna go for a drink?
And I'm a vegan. I can't drink.
Oh, so you have the best option. Have you not heard of Wosters?
What is Foster's?
You don't know Vosters?
Wosters is the #1 vegan beer in UK right now.
And it's a completely ethical product.
What are you waiting for?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Hi guys. Let's try. Cheers.
Vosters. Cheers to the nature spirit.
Good morning, everyone. This is the Digital Marketing Coursework 1, and our topic is an ethically sourced product. So for an ethically sourced product, we have chosen an ethically vegan beer. Moving on, the introduction of the ethically sourced beer will be covered up by me, and the rest of the subsequent topics will be done by my group members. So let me start with a very interesting fact. The global plant-based food market is expected to reach $77.8 billion in 2025. The forecast projects by 2030, the market will have more than doubled. Also, with the rising trend of veganism over the last few years, as a result of animal cruelty-free products as well as sustainable development, we created our ethically sustainable product, vegan beer. Now, the justification of ethically sourced product. According to Statista, in 2021, the UK was the most popular country for veganism, according to Google Trends. In 2021, research found 15% of UK consumers saying that they had cut dairy from their diet completely. A further 42% had reduced their intake, plus 20% said they were buying more plant-based products, according to Grosser. Moving on, in 2021, European Consumer Survey on Plant-Based Foods published by Pro-Veg International found that the UK's purchase and consumption rate of vegan food and drinks are highest in the Europe. And in 2019, Sainsbury reported the vegans and vegetarians will make up for a quarter of British population in 2025. Now, moving on to the concept of beer, vegan beer. Traditionally, beer and wine can be processed with animal products such as isinglass, egg whites, or gelatin. Unfortunately, because alcohol is frequently exempt from the labeling requirements of other food products, these ingredients are never listed on the labels. Moving on to our brand. The name of our brand is Foster's, which says cheers to the nature spirit. So at the same time, we can ensure that consumers have a good time without worrying about causing any harm to the nature or any animal products. Moving on to the description of the beer, we chose a lager because a lager was reported to be the favorite beer type among male and female respondents in UK in 2020, according to Statista report. At the same time, it has a 5% alcohol to promote the social safety of the consumers as long as an ethically sourced product, which makes it mild in smell. It has fizziness. It is unusual bittersweet flavor at the same time, with a maize and green apple and a biscuity malt flavor overall, which makes it very intriguing. and the fizziness has a clear straw color, because of which a light off-white head and is strongly carbonated, which makes it a very de- desired drink in summers. It has a bright golden hue with only a slight hoppy bitterness, and it has a mild smell at the same time. Thank you. The subsequent topics will be covered up by my group members.
Justification of sub-brand. When we come to a topic of this, I have to discuss about the why we have to create a sub-brand. Then the main reason behind this, we have to come up with a sub-brand is the veganism. Veganism is a philosophy, and it's got a two part. One is dietary veganism and ethical veganism. Dietary veganism may not avoid non-food item things or services that involves animals or animal products, exploit animals, or are tested on animals. But when we come to ethical veganism shuns items of animals' origin such as leather, silks, honey, and wool, and products that have been tested on animals. All kinds of animal exploitation and suffering for food, clothing, or any other reasons. And we, when we come up with an idea of the brand, which brand we have to choose. When we have researched about the beer market, we have came up with the Foster's. Foster's brand doesn't have any vegan beer, so we plan to create a sub brand for Foster's, and that is Foster's, and we have created a label for the bottles, and we have that is applied on that is pasted on the bottle, and when we discuss about the Foster's launched in 1886 in Melbourne, is owned by the International Brewing Group as Adarsh Group Holdings, including its biggest markets in UK, where the European rights to the brand are owned by Heineken International. And why vegan beer and the difference between vegan beer and ethically sourced? Because the most beers available, the brands such as named vegan beer, but they are not actually vegan. But we are introducing fully ethically sourced beer without using any of animal products in any stage of its brewing process, by using advanced machinery, manganese separation, filtering devices, and high-end technologies to carefully packed beer for nature lovers without polluting the earth. The mission of the Boasters, we aim to harness not just the needs of the customers, but also embrace the community, moving beyond beer as just a drink. And when we come to the vision of the Boasters, our vision is to inspire and inoculate ethical sustainability. Value of our product is fairness, ethical responsibility, trustworthiness. Thank you. And the next slides will be discussed by Adarsh.
Now let's talk about the situation analysis. So while considering the situation analysis, macro environment and micro environment is being taken here for our brand, the Vosters. Now let's move on to the macro environment. So steeple analysis is being used here. So first one, the social. Increased promotion of responsible alcohol consumption in the media can be the social factor in the macro environment. So we know that the promotion of responsible alcohol consumption in the market is from the fosters. So this can be a social factor. The next one, the technological. We know that the fosters used digital media platforms to reach a wider audience. So this can be a technological factor. The next one, economic. The rising energy prices, food taxes, and unemployment can be one of the economic factor. And rising awareness of health issues can be also an economic factor. The next one, environment, recycling, and ethical vegan. Yes, Wosters do recycle, and we do provide ethically vegan products. So this can be considered in the environment factors, which we can see in the micro environment. The next one, the political. Reforming and updating licensing regulations to reflect government policies can be a political factor. The next one, budgetary hikes in alcohol taxes can be a political factor. The next one, the legal. The EU legislation on measures of drink served can be in the legal side, legal factor. The last but not the least, ethical, in the steeple analysis in the macro environment. The production of ethically sourced and sustainable products to the market from fosters can be the ethical factor, which we can see in the steeple analysis. So that's all about the macro environment. Now let's talk about the micro environment. So we used SWOT analysis for this micro environment in the situational analysis. So number one, it's strength. So our strengths are ethical, fresh taste, and brewing styles. So fresh taste, we are providing fresh taste to the consumers and different brewing styles. So this can be the strengths of Wosters. The next one, weakness. Yes, we just happen to met one or two weaknesses as well. The lack of channels for distributions can be a weakness. We are more focusing on digital media platforms. We are collabing with digital media platform and most modern platforms at the moment. So this can be a weakness sometimes. Limited number of product line. We do have a limited number of product line at the moment. We are more focusing on lagers initially. The next one, opportunity. Specific niche and appreciation of high quality brew can be the opportunity in the SWOT analysis. And the last one, threat. Yes, the existing competition in the market is a threat for the Wosters in the micro environment. So this is all about macro and micro environment in the situation analysis. The next part will be continuing by Swati. Thanks for listening.
Thank you, Adarsh. Hi, my name is Swati, and I will be speaking about first and foremost the consumer persona of a particular brand, Wosters. Now, Wosters is a brand which caters to all sorts of consumers from the different generations. First, let's speak about Generation X. So, This is a picture of a couple named Rob and Stella, aged 56 and 53. They are from Kent, and these are their likes and dislikes. They like to have a lot of family time. They subscribe to digital newsletters, and they are good target for Vosters because they're very inclined with nature, and they believe in veganism because it is all about respecting nature. Now, coming to how we have positioned our brand digitally when it comes to Generation X is because a lot of researchers have come to the conclusion that the majority of the Facebook users are Generation X users, and 81% of Generation X users have a Facebook account, while 77% of them are regularly active on Facebook. Now, the best days for posting our digital ads on Facebook would include Monday through Thursday, and the best days are Monday and Tuesday, where the days would be very, very important for us to post the ads, the time from 3 a.m. to 10 a.m. in the morning. This is for Facebook. Saturday is not at all considered to be a good day to post our Vosters ad on Facebook. This is what researchers from statistics shows from Statista. Now, the best days for that matter are Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Now, let me show a particular ad that we have designed for Facebook. The one on the left side, walk back to nature with the nature spirit Vosters. So this is a very simple ad that we have created. It is very easy to understand, and it is very engaging to the Generation X because it is very inclined with nature as well. And our plan to post this is on Tuesday, especially during 3 a.m. to 10 a.m. Now, the one on the right that you can see is a small poster that we have. It's more like a flyer that we have designed for Facebook, and it's about it's time to drink sustainably and join the Vosters tribe. Now, the ads in both the cases have been designed very carefully in accordance with the likes of Generation X, because from our customer profile and the consumer persona that we have studied, it is very evident that the Generation X is more inclined towards nature. That's why we have given more neutral background and more inclined with nature. Now, there is also a study that reveals that 67% of them are very inclined towards YouTube as well. And the spending power of Generation X is quite high compared to Gen Z for that matter. And the best time to post our ad is during the weekend time. So ideally, a plan of action is to post the one on the left for Facebook and one on the right on both Facebook and on YouTube as a clickable ad or a clickbait, so that when they are going to it, they can directly access our website as well. Now, this is also an ad that we have created for YouTube. So here, as you can see, it's a very simple ad. It has a company's name and the caption as well, and it is very inclined with nature. It is like the customers are going through an adventure with nature. At the same time, they are reminded of Vosters. So this is an ad that was purely created for YouTube. Now, coming to the Generation Y, this is Mr. John. He's 35. He belongs to Generation Y. He's a businessman. He lives in central London, and he has a lot of likes. Like he likes to focus on regular exercise. He has an annual income, and studies have shown that 80% of Generation Y customers are more active on Twitter, and the Twitter's global population include 80% of Generation Y. And this is from a study by Hootsuite. The references are given towards the end of the slide as well. And the best time to post a Twitter ad for our Vosters is 8 a.m. and the best days are Monday and Thursday. This is because this is the time that they're going for work. They might be commuting to work, or they might be getting ready for work, or they might be actively having a discussion for work. So they might be very active on platforms like Twitter and LinkedIn to follow the news, the daily updates, the trends in the career, and so on. So these are the best days to post our ads on LinkedIn and Twitter. Now, there are two ads that we have come across. So these are all ads that we have created. So the one on the left is an ad that we have created as September 2022. So we all know that now, since the pandemic is almost coming to an end, most of the offices have encouraged customers to get back to their work, and we are trying to encourage our customers to also come as a group to have rosters, and if they are using their ID cards, they can redeem up to 30% off as well. And in this particular ad, we are also encouraging them to follow us on our Facebook page, because we know that majority of them are still active on Facebook as well. The one on the right, we are thinking to aim for both Twitter and LinkedIn, because it's a very simple ad and it has the exact message that we want to say, which is cheers to the nature spirit. Now, coming to Gen Z for that matter, Gen Z or Gen Z for that matter. So here, the Gen Z customers, they are more active in Instagram and Snapchat. This is what studies show us. Statistics from Statista 2022 have shown this study. The references are given towards the end of the presentation. Now, here we have Miss Besh. She's 19. She's from Manchester. And we have asked her about her likes and dislikes. And she seems to be a social butterfly. She likes to make friends, connections. She's very active in parties. And there's a 20% shift towards the Gen Z customers towards veganism in a study by Forbes in 2019. The references are given. So it's very important for us to target our or position our brand towards Gen Z customers as well, because they also have a disposable income, if not that much compared to the Gen Y or Gen X customers. Most of them are still working, because most of them are entered working because they are students, and to manage the expenses, most of them have part-time jobs as well. So this is a customer profile about the Gen Z customers. Now, this is an ad that we have created for a Snapchat, and this can be used on Instagram as well. So this is a very colorful, a very vibrant ad which can cater the Gen Z customers, because most of them might be stressed about university and assignments and all that. So we have said that they can dance away with their new buddy, which is Fosters. We have tried to implement or position our brand as more like a friend to them, so that they get more acquainted. And the best time to post, according to research, the best time to post an ad on Snapchat is during the night time, because most of the Gen Z customers, they are nocturnal. They like to stay awake in the night. So Snapchat makes use of that as well. So the best time to post the ad is between 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. So this is when we are trying to post the ad as well. And this is one ad that we are trying to position on Instagram as well. And the best time to post an ad on Instagram, according to research, is 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. and 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. So this is what we are trying to do for Instagram and Snapchat. Now, this is a particular ad that we have created for Bumble and Tinder, because we know that Bumble and Tinder are very good social sites where people can meet new people and have new acquaintances. And us being a new product, it can be a conversation starter, and this can be a product that customers can use when they're meeting new people as well. So the best time to post ads on Bumble and Tinder are 8 to 10 p.m. and the highest involvement rate in Bumble and Tinder happens during Sunday. So that is the most amount of engagement that Bumble and Tinder gets. It's on Sundays, and the lowest is on Fridays. So we will keep that in mind while positioning our ad as well. 6 p.m. during Sundays is considered to be the peak time. And this is an ad that we have created keeping in mind with Halloween, right? So it's Witches and Wizards horned with Wosters. So this is something new, something for the unique people, for that matter, people who like a little bit of uniqueness. And we thought we'll post this on Bumble and Tinder for that matter. Now, coming to the digital marketing theories that are used for Fosters. So the main theory that we have taken into consideration for Fosters is the Forrester's theory of marketing. We know for that matter that Forrester's theory of marketing has the 5 I's, including the involvement, interaction, intimacy, influence, and individual. Now, coming to the involvement part in Forrester's, first and foremost, we have a website that we have created for Vosters, which will be covered by my teammate Akhil in the rest of the video. So we can track the involvement of the customers using web analytics and the site traffic, for that matter, the page viewing time that they have spent on our website. So that is one way that we can check the involvement. Second thing, for that matter, intimacy. The second thing, for that matter, interaction. Like a lot of customers, for that matter, we request or we can encourage them to upload a photo with Vosters, and also some of them can even sign up for regular emails, and there is an option towards on a website. There is a subscribe option which will also be covered by Akhil. So if they click on such options, they will get digital newsletters, for that matter, and they'll get regular updates from Vosters as a brand. So that will definitely muster on our interaction. Coming to intimacy, for that matter, like this is basically the sentiments of the customer towards the particular brand, and this will definitely increase in the high favorability of the brand. And this can be measured by the product reviews that the customers post, because that will definitely show their true emotions and sentiments towards the brand. Coming to influence, it's very important, because at the end of the day, what the customers will recommend to their friends or to the rest of the community also matters. And this can also be considered by the product reviews and the online mention of a brand. If it is Instagram, they can use the at icon, or at the hashtags can be used more than the at hashtag Voster, or at in Twitter they can use the at symbol. So they can tweet with our pictures as well. So, and last but not the least, it's individualistic, because the whole model that we have used for foresters, it's a very individualistic approach that we have tried to put for Vosters. So it's an individualistic model than group or communities, and the foresters model is like the heart of our Vosters brand, because we have tried to use all the 5 I's very substantially in the Vosters branding. Now, second one is a Lauterbach's theory. Now, Lauterbach, as we all know, has the 4 C's, including customer needs and cost to satisfy, convenience to buy, communication. Here, we have tried to use the 4th point, which is communication, in a very important manner, because according to Lauterbach, the researchers show that Lauterbach believes that promotion is very manipulative, and as digital marketers of today's age and time, we shouldn't just just rely on promotion, because promotion is like a one-side approach, while marketing communication should be two-side. It is definitely embedded on the involvement and engagement of people, and that is why we have tried to incorporate different kinds of engagement and incorporation strategies as well. And this actually comes to the last one, which is the race model. Now, race model has different layers, different tires, as I have put in the picture on the right side. Now, one very important thing that we have to understand is, because we have understood the race model very well, it has helped in understanding the customer life cycle, because from awareness to advocacy, there are 5 stages in the customer life cycle. And because we have understood the race model very well, and we have incorporated it in the different formulation phases of Vosters, we have understood that it is important to not neglect any single approach for marketing. So after using the race model, and when we have understood the customer life cycle, is when we have incorporated strategies like newsletter onto our website. And there are also positions in our website where there is a knowledge base and FAQs, where the customers can ask more questions as well. So this is how the digital marketing theories are used for Fosters, the sub-brand which is Fosters. The rest of the information of the presentation will be covered by my teammate Akhil. Thank you.
Hi, I am here to present you the 8 piece of digital marketing mix. As you can see in the slide, this is elaborated in the next slide. Now moving on to product. As we are planning to do an unboxing video in the YouTube, which gets the popularity of familiarity to the customers, which we are going to plan to do with the Girl Gone Green website. The girl named Manuela Baron. She's also a person who loves sustainable and environment. So we are planning to do a YouTube video with her. And for place, it is like we have created a website, as you can see in the presentation, bostersbeer.wixsite.com website. And we are also planning to do a tracking service in our website, which we can give the people or provide the people for the distribution of our product. And as we are only the startups, we have some limitations to do so. And also after pandemic, the online sales or online medium, digital medium is very much suited or like selected by the people. Next, moving on to people. In our website, we are like planning to do the chatbots for helping the people with their needs and inquiries, which will be working like 24/7. And we have the Insta and Facebook pages, which the customer service will be very much higher. And going on to promotion, there are a variety of ways we are planning to do the promotion, like digital advertisement, mainly not only in Insta and Facebook, but also in Bumble and Tinder also, where the people, most of the young people and people are gathering together. There we can see, you can see the in the presentation, the promo codes which we are planning to do, planning to give the people for their reduction or discount in the product. And physical evidence. The reviews in the Voster's website will help the people to do online purchases, which make our product standard from the competitors. And also we give or we share our personal journey, which helps in the emotional connection through the website. And moving on to process, our website is optimized as that the speed of the website will be higher, and there will be we have also experience in organizing speed or like experience in the websites or network. And our UI is clear, so no bugs is there, so that device optimization, after several beta tests, our device optimization will be higher. And going to partnership, our vision is to partner with Q-commerce platform like SAP. Next is the recommendation and conclusion. And going on to first point, the website in beta phase need to work on major areas such as adding more elements, which increases the user which helps the users to engage with the website and also get the feedback from them. Next point is that interactive app to be launched from the brand Vosters, which helps the to interact with the people and get more communication and trust, to increase the trust of the brand and the people. And next one is that trigger more aspects in relation to the OVP model, as we have already 3 OVP models, or like 3 OVPs, gaming and discount spinning wheel, etc. We have to trigger more aspects in relation to that. And also financial grounds can be strengthened using collaborations in order to improve the brand productivity or productivity of the our organization. And now for the next slide, it's references, and you can see that. Thank you so much for your attention and interest in our presentation. Thank you all.